Okay there. It's the 31st of December 2025. I guess it's 2026 tomorrow. Crazy. Wild ride these 12 past months have been. And crazier to be still. And we are gonna look a little bit at the weather. Because as I've been talking about since August, right over New Year's, get ready because it's gonna come a lot of winter. So we've been looking a bit at the maps. This is perhaps not going to say daily precipitation, daily snowfall. What we got going on here? Maybe we should go to another map. Oh, first, here is where we are in the solar system, 31st December 2025. And let's see here. Mars, Venus, Mercury, and the Sun, Earth, and Jupiter are getting ready to form a full line here. And I would say around the 8th, 9th, 10th, from the 5th, anytime over New Year, it's gonna get really busy. And educated guess, even though temperature is hard to predict, I believe it's gonna be very, very cold. You see Neptune, Saturn are out there also forming a line. So it's going to be a lot of energy pulling on the sun. Mars, Venus, they're on the opposite side of us. And us with Jupiter then. So a lot of wind, really a lot of wind gonna kick up, and there is gonna be there are gonna be dry areas as well. They're not gonna be affected much by the snow, but I believe the wind is gonna be present pretty much everywhere. What are we looking at here? This higher level winds. Yeah, this is what we are in now. So I would believe this one is what is gonna hit us, come around anywhere from the 5th. I say 1, 2, 3, 4, yeah, 4 days maybe till it starts reaching us, and then another couple of days until we are in here. It's gonna be wild. Here in Africa and Sahara, this one is forming, and it looks like it's a pretty strong one. Even if we go down to lower levels, these desert storms like this, I wonder what the people up there are, or down there, what they are thinking. Saying up there because it's a mountainous area, and I guess it'll go crosswind because of the rotation of the planet. So it's gonna likely end up here somewhere. Out in Arabia. Yeah, here we got another storm. Out in Dubai over to Iran. Here on the toe. It is very much thunder and lightning. It's going to be even more of it in the weeks coming up. At least, I would say until the 15th. So yeah, 2 weeks of really, really heavy weather. But there's more coming afterwards as 22nd of January. We're also going to interact with, just for a short while, with the Comet 3i Atlas. We'll be going in opposite directions, so it's just going to be a very short interaction. What's come off with it, I don't know. Then on the 5th of March, it's having a direct alignment with Jupiter, like we are going to head into now on 8th, 9th, 10th of January is when we are going to be really direct, and then it's all I've been talking about in the previous episodes or shows, or what you want to call it, forecasts. So I recommend you take a look at them. It's now 2.5 hours of material, all about the winter preparations, and I hope you've done a few of them by now, because soon things are gonna kick up. We'll have it pretty peaceful now on New Year's Eve, it looks like. No big changes here in Norway, at least. Temperature, things are gonna freeze. It's starting to freeze up here again. 24 degrees in Finland, Sweden, over up into Norway. So this is gonna go probably much further. Something like this. Maybe places deep in Europe also gonna dip until like close to -20. It's gonna be a cold winter. You see also it is getting colder in North Africa. Right now it's not really, it's no minus degrees, but you know, the overall feel of Sahara is now more cold than warm. Turkey is my 9+. Oh, they got rainforests there. Some soon, but just as you get up into the mountains, -10. You see here, -7. I wanted to look at also temperatures in the Persian Gulf are dropping. All that wind that has come from the northwest is now pushing out. So what's gonna happen with the weather here now on the toe when this also gets cooler? Is it just gonna break over? And we see here, for sure, it's interesting. And I now, watch the weather like other people watch the sports this time of year. I should maybe look at some ski sports, but when I go and visit friends, it's nice to be social. For now, it's Lahore. I'm figuring maybe New Delhi is gonna get a feel for a little bit of snow. I don't discount it. I also looked at Karachi. It seems far-fetched, but maybe up in the mountains above Karachi. These are really far guesses, but it's been on my mind to talk about these places might get hit. Not been looking too much at China or out there, so I'm not gonna predict so much about the weather. Big snowstorm coming in here is gonna cover a big chunk of the States, I know. Outside here, why doesn't it form? The daily precipitation, maybe I get some more. I do see there are some radar artifacts or things that are not always so visible. Now it looks good. What we got coming in seems to be mostly from the north in Norway, and a lot of it. This is just precipitation overall. Holy daily snowfall. And that's where we were. I want to show also some sea ice cover. to see how that looks. I think here might be it's liable to freeze over here, so you can go from Greenland to Canada, maybe down to probably not in Newfoundland, but at least this should be crossable. It's possible. Also over to Iceland, Greenland over to Iceland, and well, Svalbard is gonna get enveloped. Maybe Jan Mayen, maybe. We'll see. We'll see what we got about temperature up there. There's really not a lot of warm water left up here. -3 degrees. About 0 degrees, and in the warmer spots, the seawater temperature is 0 degrees, way up in the north. So that's it's not the time of year you want to be traveling up there. 8 degrees out in Skagerrak. What? Skagerrak? 5 degrees out in Skagerrak. North Sea is 8 degrees. Norskehavet 1 degree, 2 degrees, 6 degrees into the coast. So it's cool out there. I haven't got anything else to look at. Snowfall, snow depth. That's actually a pretty good map if I can throw that up. I don't have it available. I don't. Snow depth. There we go. This is a nice one. You get a lot more detail than you get on Windy. What am I using? Meteo Blue is this app called. See if we go into detail. 3 meter, anything this close to the coast. Oslo might even also, but 3 meters snow depth or snowfall the next few weeks. That's I think that's a reasonable approximation, and it might be more or maybe a little less, but I tend to think even more. Well, I see this is 3 meter. Okay, yeah, about that. So way up high, 5, 6, 7 meters, as I've already talked about. Can stand by it. What's more? Temperature. Where is temperature? -31, that's 500 hectopascal. 12.3. It's reasonable. So lots of weather. One thing more, yeah, let me point out this to the meteorologists and professionals that I've not seen anybody talk about. They are talking a lot about Alberta Clippers, what comes out there, which is established weather pattern, and I also have the polar vortex, which is what's going on here. We have the Rossby waves, which are more exaggerated this year, and it seems now with Jupiter they are still in full effect. From south to north and north to south is the prevalent, but maybe not so chaotic as it's been earlier in the autumn. I don't know, who am I fooling? Up in the higher levels, this is very high up. I think it's, if I show you from here, from the South Pole in the center. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Did I count that? Well, a lot of storms. And if I go down these are here. Is this a polar vortex or an exemplification of it under Rossby wave conditions in the atmosphere? In any case, what is true on the South Pole is also the case on the North. But because there's so much more sea, flat sea, curved sea, and not so much land on the in the southern hemisphere, those storms are more easier to organize. There is so much land mass, but these storms are those that are coming through. So for this, I guess for the Jupiter passage, this is the one you're gonna have to look for. Now I'm just talking on my own, but I guess this is the one that is it's probably going to be a hold up a little bit, but when it's gonna, yeah, in a few days, I believe so. There is also, yeah, and we have this one to contend with in Europe, which is going to be this part of that system. You see, so it's all part of an overall system. I think when I see meteorologists doing local weather and do good guesstimates based on statistics and also RE queries, it burns a lot of water. I'm being way more efficient. Not using AI, not using statistics. I really just look at it from a moment more. It's a very valuable tool. It helps. I learn a lot. Oh, look. We also forecasted there could be hurricanes forming around this time. So I guess there is a current path where it could go. And up on the east coast, that is a possibility if this one develops. I've also seen here. Those are due to hit here in Africa. Maybe some of Madagascar is gonna get hit. So it just is very. It's easier to take time out to look at the weather when you know what causes the weather. That is the factors going on in outer space that I already pointed to, like this, which is gonna get you know. When these are all in line, it's much more direct current sheets coming through here, and it's things are going on the sun too. That is beyond the scope. I don't have the capacity, as it were, at the time. I don't know where to look, or in any case, there's a lot here just to take in. Here we also have more of these northern storm systems that are associated. I would associate them with whatever the polar vortex is. This is not so high up in the atmosphere either. 1000 hectopascal. Whatever temperature. Then I like to go at 850, then think we have a more realistic, well, for what's coming. That's what is realistic for the States, where it's gonna hit. What have we got? Minus 0.9, 0.5, 1.2, 0.1. So it's gonna dip very low. 1, 0, 0, 1. If you're living in the States and you see this, this is where I expect, and where else it's gonna be rainy. How rainy, I dare not guess. But I'm thinking there's a lot of material in the atmosphere to begin with now. This is, where is satellite? Oh, maps. Come on. Satellite, there we go. There's a lot of clouds in the air. Okay. And clouds typically contain water molecules. And if they are getting ready to be shook off, those clouds, they're gonna land on the ground. And it's gonna be a lot of it. And there's more coming. That's also something I'm looking forward to seeing. These clouds really start to grow. And then start to feed into our weather systems in the States, Europe, and over in Asia. Lot of and also one thing more, relative humidity to combine with the wind and cloud coverings is where is the humidity and where are those in the wind system. So again, what I'm expecting we're gonna be contending with is especially this portion, but also this portion, and this one carries a lot of thunder and lightning the way I understand it. We could get definitely hurricane force winds up in the Norwegian Sea as well, and likely out in North Sea. Why not? Other places as well. All existing storm systems are due to kick up as we head over into the new year. So also expect the auroras to be strong. I can't speculate too much on our, but we've seen this is how it's working out these days, and it's been like this for the past week, 2 weeks, so very good. And it might get brighter and turn into other colors as well. Volcano watches in Vesuv, Etna, and Iceland, and other places as well. Come to think of it, yeah, if you don't have anything to do, it's good to stay out of it. But I understand there's a lot of tourism associated with volcanoes. And also, I didn't mean to say that the Icelanders should go on holiday because the volcano blows up, because that's what's happening all the time. But you're gonna need more people on the ground, and you probably come up with something to stop or mitigate. Growing up Iceland. That's what's happening. So, okay. Anything more? That I can think of. Do-do-do-do. 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 I think they were good. Wishing you all a good and a safe New Year's celebration. Have fun. I wish you all the best in the new year, 2026. So I'm signing out for now, and no doubt I'll be hitting back at the maps as things start to kick up with weather-wise outside now.